Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to talk about my favorite fragrances for the month of November. I didn't have quite much time to film lately because I was sick and I'm still sick. I guess everyone was sick lately. That's the season, so that we'll have to deal with it. Okay, let's jump into it. So the first fragrance I want to talk about is a fragrance by Maison Violet, and to me this is of course the perfect fragrance for autumn, and this fragrance is Pourpre d'automne. So Pourpre d'automne is my favorite fragrance from this brand. They have many fragrances. They are also well known for Nuit Bleue, I guess, which is quite famous and people seem to enjoy that one too, but to me my favorite one is Pourpre d'automne. This one definitely is well known. I mean, the name, this one to me smells like velvet or purple, purple velvet or purple sweat, something like that. So it's peachy, it's fruity. It has something lipsticky also in it. It has violet, it has rose, iris, so you have this combo that reminds me of lipsticks, but it has also this fruitiness. It's a bit musky also. Definitely a great fragrance. It has great projection and longevity on me. It smells really great, and also if you love fragrances like Missia by Chanel, or if you love Cuir Améthyste by Armani, what else? Yeah, you see this kind of fragrances, or what is it? The one by Bottega Veneta. I don't remember, but I have this one too and I love it too. So if you love this kind of fragrances, I can only recommend you to try this one because this is really beautiful. The quality is great. And yeah, it's just the perfect moment of the year. Oh, it was the perfect moment of the year to wear it. It's really great when it's a bit rainy, when it's cold outside. So yeah, indeed, perfect for fall, autumn season. And in winter, I guess it's going to work really well, but this is really the right period, or this was the right period for me to wear that one. My next one is also a lipstick fragrance, and to me this is really the perfect lipstick fragrance. This is French Kiss by Guerlain. Sorry, the bottle is a bit dirty. So this was in the Elixir Charnel collection. Unfortunately, this one get discontinued, so I guess you heard that Gourmand Coquin is coming back. It already came back, I guess, because yeah, it was supposed to come back in November. I didn't check, but I think it's back now, and the new name is Fève Gourmand, I guess, yes. But I'm super happy for the people who really enjoyed this fragrance, but to me, I really hope that they were bringing back this one, French Kiss, because to me this is really the perfect vintage lipstick smell. I mean, it really does smell like a lipstick. It has this fruity vibe, but more, I don't know, it has something more vintage, a bit more cheeky. It's joyful, it's fresh, it's youthful. I don't know, it has something different. It has a completely different vibe from Pourpre d'automne, which is for me maybe a bit more mature, maybe a bit more unisex also. This one tends to be leaning a bit more feminine because of these fruity notes, because you have this, is it raspberry? Or yes, it's raspberry, I guess. And yeah, it smells almost like grenadine. I don't know how you say that in English, but you know, this syrup, this red fruit syrup. And yeah, the quality is gorgeous too. You have a beautiful violet note, a beautiful rose. I love the vanilla in the base. I definitely smell some vanilla, something almondy. It's just beautiful. Really love this one. I didn't find any equivalent, let's say, so far in other brands. I tried some other brands. I tried also the version from what is it, the Juliette Has a Gun, but this one was complete disappointment for me. And I don't remember who, but someone recommended me in the comments on my channel to try that one, and thank you very much because I definitely loved it. I was able to get a bottle before it got discontinued, and I'm really, really loving it. My next fragrance is a fragrance by Francesca Bianchi, and this is Tyger. So this one is not really a lipstick fragrance, but it has this, I guess it has this violet leaf somehow, because it's giving me this leathery vibe. You know that violet leaves to me, it's really giving me this, not really leather, but more like a suede, velvety feeling. And yes, I have it from Tyger, but Tyger is much more. I guess this one, it has this Francesca Bianchi DNA, but it's also a really strong fragrance. It has some white flowers, it has some honey also, like sticky honey on top of white flowers. It has this leathery feel, suede feel with the, yeah, I guess it's violet leaves. And it has something a bit medicinal in it. I don't know if it's some oud or something like that, but I guess I smell something a bit medicinal in it. And I have also tons of oak moss in the base, in the dry down, but hopefully this is the kind of oak moss that is not stinky, I guess, on my skin. Because yeah, my skin doesn't like oak moss. This is an issue that I have with this kind of fragrances. Like this one somehow is like a beast version of Mitsuko to me. And Mitsuko, I like it, but on my skin, I don't know, the oak moss is not great. On the new versions, it's a bit better. I guess that they tamed down this note, maybe because of IFRA recommendations or regulations, I don't know, but somehow it's working now, and this one is working really well. It's just, yeah, a beast of a fragrance. As most of her fragrances, it lasts for ages, but of course it's an extrait de parfum. But yes, if you like her fragrances, you have not tried this one, you like fragrances like kind of Mitsuko, like it's not a Mitsuko, but I don't know, it's giving me somehow this kind of vibes. Yeah, try this one, because yeah, to me this was the first Francesca Bianchi I fell in love with, and yeah, since I have some other ones, but yeah, I really enjoy her creations, and this one was the first that I loved. My next one is a Guerlain, what a surprise, and this is a version of Shalimar. Yeah, I guess each month has a version of Shalimar, and this one is the new millésime. So this is the millésime Iris. Shalimar millésime Iris. And when I tried this one, it was not really, I don't know, I really enjoyed it, but it was not a love. I definitely prefer the previous versions, the vanilla and the tonka bean versions. But I don't know, I saw that, okay, maybe in spring it's going to be a bit better. I don't know, somehow I felt that it was maybe not the right period to try this one. And I guess that I was right. Now that it's really cold, it was really cold in November, I'm freezing cold. And this one, the sweetness of it, this sweetness, this caramel notes, these notes were really cutting through the cold. And this fragrance was working really, really well in the cold weather. So I guess this was the only thing that was missing when I tried that one. It was the cold weather. And it's definitely a great version for cold weather. I mean, I have the initial version for spring, and now I have the Iris version for winter, and I'm super happy about it. I sprayed it on my jumper. It was super comforting, super, yeah, just beautiful. So it's like a sweet Iris, a comforting, sweet version of Shalimar. It doesn't have these animalic notes that you could have in the original version. It definitely does smell like a Shalimar, but I feel like this is a version that people who don't enjoy very much the original, like me, I guess you could find this one really enjoyable. You could really like this version, and yeah, especially love that one in the cold. Yes, and it's just really, really great. I still have it on some sweaters because on my wool it's staying really, really long, and it's just really comforting. I mean, I have this comforting feeling, sensation with the iris, with this sweet vanilla notes, with this musky notes. I guess it's so great, so comfy. I'm really happy I had the idea to try it again in the cold, and it worked perfectly well. My next one, again, another Guerlain, is Tonka Imperial. So this one I was really craving for this type of fragrances. I guess that's the perfect season for it. But I was really more longing for the aromatic notes, and I remember that it has a pine note that was really detectable on my skin. And this time I was a bit disappointed, yes, because when I wore Tonka Imperial, it was really more on the Tonka, of course, but more the almondy aspect of Tonka, and not the tobacco aspect, not the the chocolatey aspect. No, I have it, but I had something much more gourmand that I remembered, and I didn't have all these lovely aromatic notes, these piney notes that I really enjoyed in it. So yes, I guess I will have to try it, wear it again in December. But I guess this one is really changing depending on my mood, my skin, the weather. It has so many different facets. It's really a complex Tonka fragrance. And yes, I tried it, I guess, 2 hours ago, and I had something different from what I'm smelling right now. So I don't know if it's my nose, but every time I smell it, I feel like I'm getting something different. Sometimes more medicinal, sometimes more almondy, sometimes sweeter, sometimes more tobacco-y, sometimes more aromatic. So it's really a fragrance that's changing a lot to my nose. And yes, just if you're interested in that one, don't wait for too long, because apparently it's going to be discontinued in January. So that's the moment to get either a backup if you love that one, or to buy it if it was on your wish list, because I guess after that, I don't know why, but sadly this one is going to get out of the collection L'Art et la Matière. So I really don't know if you'll be able to get it in B bottles, but just in case, if you really love it, if it's your signature fragrance, just grab a backup, because I'm not sure it's going to stay in the range. After that, I wore another fragrance from L'Art et la Matière collection, and this one is usually something that I wear more in September, October, but okay, I was craving for it in November this time. And this is Iris Torréfié. So this is a fragrance that I love to wear usually in autumn, beginning of autumn, to go to work, because to me it has this note of iris. I don't know, iris fragrances for me, they work really well in the work environment. I don't know, they really put me in the mood for work. But it has also this note of coffee that is something that I don't know, things really work really well in the autumn fall weather. And yes, the combination of both, I guess it's really great. It has kind of a lipsticky vibe also, but it still has this strong note of coffee to my nose. Yeah, so it's quite different in that sense. It's really interesting. I had some rumors also that this one was going to be discontinued. Come on, Guerlain, what's going on? They are discontinuing all the fragrances that I love and that I wear, but okay. I guess at some point, if they are releasing more fragrances, they have to make some space for the new ones, but okay. It's a pity, because this one is really great too. Would I grab a backup? I don't know. I mean, when I see the price of all these bottles now, I can't grab a bottle of all the L'Art et la Matière collection, because yeah, this one is pricey, this one too, because now I guess it's more than 300 euro. I don't know, for these bottles. The price is a bit crazy for me, but okay. Still, if you like that one, I suggest you also to grab a backup, because apparently it's going to be discontinued too. But okay, still, I really enjoyed it this month. The iris coffee, it's working really great. With the cardamom also, I get lots of cardamom from this one. A bit of tea and something leathery, but it's like a leathery, smoky coffee something. But yeah, it's hard to describe, but this one, yeah, to me worked really well in a work environment. Okay, after that, what do we have? Yes, so another coffee fragrance. So it's a really cute bottle of Coffee Break. by Maison Margiela. And this one, to me, it has kind of, you know, this DNA that you can find in these fragrances lately for men and women. So they try to launch something maybe more masculine for women. So you had lots of fragrances with this lavender note lately. And usually it's associated with the orange blossom. So you have that in, I guess you have it in Libre, you have it in, what is the other one? I don't remember, but you have many fragrances now which have these notes. So this one is no exception. Maybe it was released before, I don't remember. But it has also a coffee note, which is a bit more original, associated to these other notes. And I think it's working really well, the lavender and the coffee. And yes, it's just comforting to me. It's like the fragrance that I'm wearing when I'm home working, teleworking, and yes, it's just a great fragrance in that sense. Yeah, it's comforting. It's great when it's grey outside. It's rainy. You know, it's been raining for I don't know how many days of rain we had in October and November, but like we saw rain for almost 2 months without discontinuation. I mean, that was crazy even for us. Living in the north of France, we are used to the rain. I mean, this is kind of the usual weather for us, but so much rain, it was not normal, but okay. So when it was really cold outside, rainy, yeah, this was the perfect fragrance in that situation. My next one is also by Maison Margiela. It's another comfy fragrance, and this is By the Fireplace. So this is a fragrance that works really well in fall and winter, because this fragrance is quite strong. It has a really strong note of gaillac wood to my nose. Gaillac wood has this smoky, woody vibe, I guess. This is really what I get from it, and yes, of course, the name is perfect in that sense. But it has also this chestnut note that is giving it quite a gourmand side to it, and some vanilla, and it's a bit spicy also, but it's really the kind of fragrances that I love to smell on me, but also in the room. Like sometimes I could be spraying it just in the room because I love to smell it. It's really, it smells like a candle or something you could have as a home scent, but I really enjoy to spray it on me too. So, but yeah, I would love to have a candle or home scent like this. I think they did it. I think they have this spray diffuser, something for the house, but I think it's quite pricey compared to the fragrance, but okay. I still have a small bottle of it, but I think at some point I would need to have a bigger bottle of it, but okay. I still have some time to to go with it, and this is a fragrance that I really wear only for fall and winter. So let's see if I finish it this year, or beginning of next year, I will buy the bigger bottle. But for the moment, so far so good. Okay, so after that I had quite of a rose period again. I guess last month was also about rose and floral notes, but I had a period for rose, okay, this month. And quite strong rose fragrances. So the first one, I wore it last month also, and I really love it. You know, this is Encens Mythic. So yeah, this fragrance is just gorgeous. I guess, yeah, I talked about it last month because I wore it for Halloween. And yes, I loved it so much that I wore it the first days of November. I wore it for almost 1 week in a row. Maybe not 1 week, because I see that I wore, yeah, maybe 1 week. It's super spicy. I love this. It has a bite. I mean, the opening is really strong, a bit pungent, but I love that. I love this peppery opening. You can smell the rose behind. The rose is lovely, but to me the main character here is the rose and the ambergris. But in the opening, what you have is really this spicy opening. Like, I think it has pink pepper for sure. I guess it has black pepper too. I smell both, honestly. It has something a bit, I don't know, not metallic, or something a bit cold, something that smells cold in it. Yeah, so it's giving something a bit metallic to this rose, which is usually something that I don't like, but I don't know how I love it in this one. And it's giving something metallic, cold, but almost incensey, which I guess is giving the name to it, but I don't get lots of incense from it. I guess these are these other notes around the rose, which are really giving this this incensey feel to this fragrance. And after that, what I really love is this ambergris, which is slightly dirty, and I really, really love that in this fragrance. It has also some patchouli, definitely smell that. It's quite a strong fragrance, a bit in your face, but I usually don't love this kind of fragrances, but when it's well made, I love it, and that's the case for me for that one. Okay, so after that I was really into rose, but rose and oud fragrances mostly, and I dived into my Maison Lancôme fragrances. So of course the first one was Oud Bouquet. So this one is yeah, OG fragrances. Let's say that this one is well known. It has it's fun, but now it has many flankers. So flankers, not flankers, but dupes. So yeah, if you don't want to spend the money on that one, I don't know if you can still find it, but just in case, you have many great dupes of this one. Jo Malone is a little bit in the same vibe, this Velvet Rose and Oud, but you have ambergris, I guess, more in this one, more like yeah. And the other one, the Shagaf Oud, is really good too. It's really strong, not the same quality definitely, but it's a good dupe to me. If you want something that's smelling similar, you don't want to spend the price on it, take Shagaf Oud. But for sure this one, the quality of the rose, the Gaillac wood, it's there. But does the difference justify the price? That's up to you. I'm not there to tell you that, but okay. This one, I have it, when did I buy it? I guess I'd had it for a few years now, this version. And I guess it's smelling more and more smoky now on me. I guess the Gaillac wood is evolving. I have more vanilla also from it. I guess I didn't have that much vanilla at the beginning when I bought it. And yes, so I still have lots of rose and oud, but I have lots of smokiness, and I guess it's coming from the Gaillac wood. And a beautiful vanilla in the base. Yeah, it's just lovely. It has a hint of sweetness coming from the praline, but it's not a gourmand fragrance to me. I mean, the praline, you need to know that it's there to really detect it. Maybe in the opening I get it a bit more, but in the evolution it's getting more and more smoky. You have this sweetness from it, but I mean, the praline, I can't tell you that this is a gourmand fragrance, but still great, still working really well in the cold. So yeah, no surprise, this one was a love also this month. My next one is the sweet licorice rose of the bunch, and this is Parfait de Rose. So yeah, this one is really like a rose liquor. It has this really sweet rose in it, almost boozy, but it has something really inviting and comforting to me. I love the evolution of it. I guess it has maybe iris or violet, something like that, something super comforting with the rose and the vanilla in the base. I definitely get some vanilla too. Yeah, it has something, yeah, super vanillic, super baumy, bit almondy. I really like that. Yeah, and this rose liquor, it almost has something velvety, like violet facet of it, but it's boozy. Oh, yes, it's really great. I don't know why they stopped these fragrances. I guess at some point they were really great quality, and maybe they were too expensive to produce. So maybe that's why, because yeah, at some point you can increase the price, but if there is no one left to buy your fragrances, yeah, that's the problem. But this collection to me was really gorgeous. This fragrance is still really beautiful, and yeah, I tend to enjoy it from time to time when it's the right period of the year, and this was the case. And the last one, which was not my favorite at first, but okay. It's still from the same bunch, let's say, the same when they released it. So this is the third rose, and this is Rose Berberenza. So this one was newer to my collection. I guess I bought this one after Oud Bouquet and Parfait de Rose. Because the first time I smelled it, I tried it quickly and I really didn't like it. And after that, I saw Lizzie talking about this fragrance, so Lizzie from Rose and Jones, and she seemed to really enjoy that one. So I thought, okay, maybe I missed something because I know she loves her roses and I love rose too, so let's try it again. And I had a different approach of it. I guess at first I didn't like the pistachio note in it. At that moment I was not a fan at all of pistachio in fragrances. And now I'm really enjoying this note. And yeah, I really like it in this one. So I'm really picky now with the pistachio note. So there are not that many fragrances in which I really enjoy it. I love, for example, if you have not tried that one, the Obvious fragrance, Une Pistache. It is on my wish list, but this is one of the best pistachio fragrance to me. I know that many pistachio fragrances have been released lately, but I was not a fan of the Kaeli one. And what is the other one? Yes, the one by D.S. Underger was not what I expected, okay? So obvious if you are looking for a pistachio fragrance. Okay, let me go back to this one. So in the end, I really enjoy this. Is it, I would say, sour acidity? There is something a bit sour in the opening. I guess this is coming from this fruity note, this raspberry, which is in the end quite realistic. And you have something really nutty from it, but you can smell that it's really, yes, this is a really complex fragrance. And in the end, I really enjoy it more on my skin and my clothes than on paper. I'm smelling it now on paper, and on paper, I don't like it as much as I do on my skin or on my clothes. So for sure, when you try a fragrance, it's nice to try it on paper because you have something neutral to try it. But some fragrances, they really developed on your skin, and to me, this was the case with that one. If I'm trying it only on paper, this is a no-buy, but on my skin or on my clothes, this is really, really great. Okay, my next one is Rose Oud fragrance, and this is Oud Satin Mood, but this is the Elixir version, so I have it like this. So this is what they call it, Elixir Précieux. So I noticed that they created this in this version, this Elixir version, for several fragrances. So I guess they did it, of course, for Baccarat Rouge, they did it for this one, and I saw it for another one, but I don't remember which one. I don't remember, but okay, sometimes you have this version, and I found it really interesting. I mean, I love Oud Satin Mood, but sometimes it's a bit too much. If I want to go out and I don't want other people to have it too much in their face, because this is really potent. And what I love to do is just to rub it a little bit on my wrist, a little bit on my neck, and that's it. And then when I walk and move my arms, you have whiffs from it, but it's not too much. It's not too in your face, and in the cold it's really great. If I'm also going out and I'm in the bar, you know, it can be really hot and it's still fine. But I mean, if I'm wearing Oud Satin Mood and I'm going out and I'm going in the bar and it's getting me super close, or if there is a fireplace, at some point I'm going to kill everyone around me, because this fragrance is very, very potent. So I found that it was a good compromise, let's say, to wear this one without killing everyone around me. And what I really enjoyed from this one is that it's a bit more oily, so it has something warmer. I don't know if I smell more benzoin from it, more violet also from it than from the sprayer, the Parfait version. But maybe I still have lots of vanilla, I still have the rose and the oud, of course, but I feel like the rose and the oud are a bit more balanced in that version, maybe with the benzoin and the violet. and the vanilla. Maybe that's just me, that's just my nose that's thinking that. I still have a strong note of oud, but I feel like it's maybe not as strong as the sprayer in the eau de parfum version. So tell me, if you tried this one, if you're wearing it, do you have the same feeling? How do you wear it also? Do you use it with the sprayer, with the eau de parfum? Do you mix both? Because I feel like if I'm doing that, I don't know, it's gonna be maybe a bit too much for my nose. But okay, I really love to wear it like this, just a few drops on my wrist, in my neck, and that's it. And my last one is a gourmand fragrance, but I don't know why I love to wear that one when it's raining. So of course it was raining a lot lately, so this one was a great candidate. And this is one umbrella for two by Floraiku. So I just have the travel spray for that one. I'd love to get a bottle of it, honestly, because this is a really great fragrance, but the price is still super high. So I don't know if I can find a good price on that one. Every time I saw a good price on it, and when I clicked it was too late because I saw it on some discounted website, but every time I woke up it was too late to grab a bottle. But okay, I still have this sprayer. So this one is, yes, this, you have this fruity, what is it, cassis in English, blackcurrant, this fruity blackcurrant note, which is bringing something a bit green also to the fragrance. It has a bit sharp and green, but you can smell behind that it has something sweet, something nutty, something gourmand. So you have this tea note, something a little bit smoky. How about you have this sweetness, you have this fruitiness, it's comforting, it's like a hazelnut cake with some blueberries, berries, this black currants. It's really great. It's smelling like a dessert to me. And this is something that I'm really loving when it's raining. I don't know why it's working really well in that type of weather. Maybe that's why they called it one umbrella for two. I didn't realize before, but this is the type of fragrances I'm really craving for when it's raining. I need something comforting, a bit gourmand, and this one is definitely doing it for me. So yeah, and it has great longevity, great sillage, projection. I mean, if you're looking for something that has a good longevity, I guess you definitely need to try that one. Okay, now let's talk about my discoveries of the month. I didn't have that many, okay, but yeah, let's talk about the ones that I really enjoyed. So I heard a lot about the brand Musicology, but I never had the chance to try them. So I ordered 4 samples of the ones which seems to be, okay, maybe something I could like. So these are the ones that I tried, and honestly, they were all good. So, well, let's try first, yes, maybe the rose. So, okay, I sprayed it somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, the rose, okay. So, let's say that all these fragrances, they all reminded me of something I already smelled, okay? But they were still all really, really great. This one... Okay, so this is the rose, yes, and Nathalie Lorson is the nose behind. You know, she's a great nose. I have some fragrances from her. I guess in the list of in the fragrances I talked about, I guess I have some from her. Like, for example, Parfait de Rose. She created that one. So yes, for example, maybe the rose is reminding me a little bit of this one, so that's why I'm thinking of it. But yes, this is really good. You have definitely this sweet facet of the rose which is emphasized here. You have some violet. It has some lipsticky vibe, but with the beautiful vanilla behind. Yeah, somehow it's reminding me of this. That's funny that I'm smelling it right now. Somehow it's reminding me of these Maison Lancôme fragrances. It's giving me a little bit of this oud, satin wood vibe also. I don't know how, because you don't have the oud here, but still you have this fruity part, the violet, the rose, the vanilla, so maybe that's why. It's really great. It's a great rose. The only thing is that I already have many other rose, I guess, which reminding me of that one. So yeah, this is why I guess I won't be buying this one, but still, if you don't have all the fragrances I talked about previously, maybe try this one if you love rose, because this is really great. I really enjoyed that one. The next one was a great surprise for me. This Cause I'm Happy. This one, because I'm really picky about citrus. Citruses in fragrances are some of my favorite notes, and one of my favorite notes is bergamot. And maybe you know, but I love the bergamot from Guerlain. I love the one from Les Indémodables also. And so far, they are more or less the only brands from which I really enjoyed this note. I'm really picky with my bergamot. And here, I really enjoyed it. So I was really surprised. The bergamot in that one is really great. So I don't know from where I don't know what's their source for the bergamot, but the quality of it for me is top. It's really great. And yes, somehow it's giving me some vibes of, what is it? The one from Les Indémodables. Is it Escale en Indonésie, I guess? Yes, the one with the bergamot and the ambergris. And I guess this is because you have some common notes here. I guess you have also the orange blossom, the bergamot, the ambergris, the vetiver. So you have lots of common notes, so maybe that's why. Honestly, between both, I don't know. I really like the one from Les Indémodables, but this one still is really, really great. Another great job also from Nathalie. She creates really great fragrances. So if you love this kind of fragrances, if you love also, it's reminding me a bit of Parade, you know, by Celine. So if you love Parade also, maybe try that one, because maybe it's a bit cheaper, I don't know, but it's also really great. I would definitely see myself wearing it during summer. Great fragrance. The next one is Sun Goddess. So yeah, with a name like that, you can somehow guess what it smells like. So this one is the solar fragrance of the bunch. Let's like, you know, the one with all these solar flowers. So I guess it has, what it has? Yes, orange blossom, frangipani, jasmine, heliotrope, sandalwood, and vanilla. This is the kind of fragrances like which has this, yeah, this vibe from, what is it? This fragrance from Guerlain again. Terracotta, or you see this kind of fragrances, but this one to me has lots of frangipani. I don't have lots of, usually you have lots of ylang ylang in these fragrances. It's not the case here. I have more frangipani, and in that sense it's reminding me more of the one from Jo Malone, you know, this frangipani flower. So it's reminding me of that one. It's a great solar fragrance if you want something exotic, reminding you of summer holidays. Yeah, this is definitely a great one. Again, great quality, great blend. Just that I have lots of fragrances like that one. I already have frangipani flower. I love my Terracotta by Guerlain. To me, this is one of the best. So yeah, maybe this is why I wouldn't buy that one, but still, if you don't have the fragrances I talked about, this one is a great option. And the last one, I guess, is the amber fragrance. So this is Close to Midnight, and this one has the note of jasmine, coffee, tonka bean, labdanum, what is it? Volcano. Okay, whatever. Ambergris and musk. So this one is your typical amber fragrance. But again, it's reminding me of maybe something I already have. I don't know. It's reminding me of something. It's making me think somehow of L'eau d'ambre extrême by L'Artisan Parfumeur. And there is something in that one that's reminding me of Olfactive Studio, but what is the name of the fragrance? There is a fragrance that I smelled maybe in Olfactive Studio that's reminding me of that one. Like a mix of Chypre shot and something else, I don't know. But see, it's really great. So if you love amber fragrances, definitely try that one, because I feel like it's really worth it. I love the labdanum in that one is great. The Tonka bean is not the note that I smell the most. The ambergris smell is, I don't know, it's giving the mood, but it's not the dominant note. For sure, I smell the coffee and the labdanum. Maybe this is what I get the most. But yeah, it's beautiful amber fragrance. I'm picky also with amber because usually I prefer amber with tons of vanilla when it's more comforting. But I feel like that one is really great. It's more dry, it's drier, it's not super sweet, but it's really well made. So yes, a great discovery because I really didn't know the brand. The only thing is for me that I already smell or I already have other fragrances that's reminding me of these ones. But I feel like the quality is great, the blend is great. The nose, of course, Nathalie Orson has done a great job on these fragrances. So yes, if you're looking for this type of fragrances, you don't have something similar already, I definitely recommend you to try this brand. So voilà, these were my favorites for the month of November. Tell me what you've been wearing last month, what you are enjoying lately, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye!